Welcome to Star Citizen and the Gentleman News. In preparation for the release of version 3.13 on the live servers, which is supposed to be released this weekend, there will be no Inside Star Citizen until then, but no less interesting news. Because the CitizenCon 2951 for this year has been announced for the 9th of October, and due to the global situation, completely digital on Twitch. There will be various events and streams, which will certainly be reflected directly in the game. So we can expect dynamic in-game events, of course, new ship introductions and sales, contests and more. And it's very possible to have parts of CitizenCon take place directly in the game, and I would like to refer to the last anniversary sale, where there were large screens in the exhibition halls on which we could experience new videos and presentations. So the possibility of an in-game CitizenCon in combination with Twitch is an obvious option. The last time there was a physical CitizenCon was 2 years ago, all through the last few years were cancelled due to the pandemic. CitizenCon is one of the 3 big annual events like Fleet Week in May, which is also coming up with Invictus Week, and the big Intergalactic Aerospace Expo in November. And all upcoming information from CIG will first be available via the Spectrum entry, all through we will of course always keep you up to date here. But based on current developments, the state of the game and planned features, what can we expect at CitizenCon? Here, the focus on the ground and Squadron 42 over the last few months, and well as the planned features until October, suggests that we could see a playable version of Theaters of War, as well as more extensive info and scenes from Squadron 42 itself. The roadmap, especially up to patch 3.15, is packed with many important and interesting features, whereas after October, at the end of the year at 3.16, only smaller features can be found in the release view. It therefore gives the impression that October in particular, the CitizenCon, seems to be a central importance. And a look back at the last CitizenCon 2 years ago shows that at that time the Carrack and New Babbage were introduced, which today we take for granted as game elements. And of course there will be a sale again, where we will see unannounced ship as well as new concepts. Of course, the 3 big annual events will be the main source of income. And as mentioned, I'm counting on at least advanced playable tests for Theaters of War as a part of this event. But let's take a closer look at the biggest point in the first CitizenCon announcement. CitizenCon promised to be not of this world or perhaps not of this system, which is no longer a small hint, but a very clear direction. Because with this everything points to the fact that we will leave our system, Stanton, for the first time, and here Pyro or Nyx is our most obvious destination. And since we have already seen details of the jump points and Pyro in the past, have currently beaten back the Xeno threat from the Pyro system, have mechanics and ships in the pipeline that require another system, and so on, we will soon be taking one of the biggest steps in Star Citizen. The prerequisite for this is, of course, the iCache system, which is already on the roadmap before CitizenCon, and even with a postponement would still be within the scope. The signs are therefore good that we will at least see a connection to Pyro. Whether by means of a jump point or as a spawn possibility is of course just as open as the possibility of entering Pyro itself in 2021. It can be assumed that the first test groups will need a longer test period before a live implementation can be considered. From a realistic point of view, the step is already overdue, whereby the necessary technologies have been completed or are being implemented, especially as it would be a milestone for CIG. Which would be a significant boost not only financially. Therefore, I'm confident that this announcement can be kept and that the year 2951 will continue in the right direction with further big steps. I'm already looking forward to the digital CitizenCon in October and to the way until then, as there are still many exciting new things to come. I hope you enjoyed the video and give me a like and even a subscribe. This year's CitizenCon is a small step towards normality after the last few years were cancelled without replacement. I'm hoping for news and a great event in all areas. Streams, in the game, in the forums and new backgrounds. But what is your opinion? Another pointless sales event? Much ado about nothing? Will we see Pyro? Write me your opinions under the video or also in the Discord, or even in the Twitch streams. But as always, the most important thing at the end, a big thank you to all Patreons, channel members and Twitch subscribers. You are enormous motivation, and without you the whole thing wouldn't be possible in this form. Thank you guys, you definitely rock. And of course there will be various giveaways again. As always, several ships and vehicles, various subscriber items, Alpha USC and more. The whole thing at the Twitch streams, on YouTube or in our Discord. Just take a look. You can find our Twitch streams Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and as well on Sundays with Star Citizen, and on Wednesday we have Elite Dangerous. I say goodbye, until next time, and as always, see you in the verse.